buffety up there, is it?
Right, you stabilise that whole time.
Well, that's probably a good sign. Perhaps you should put it back in manual. I guess that proves.
That's a really good sign.
I guess that proves something, doesn't it? The fact that
checks aren't robust enough.
The fact that it was wobbling seriously is a bad sign, but it's a good sign. Yeah, is it behaving better in manual?
Yeah, slightly.
Yeah, that seems to be much more well behaved. Trying really hard to keep it zoomed in.
Howdy. Hey.
G'day, James.
Does it still bug out in stabilisation?
Well, funnily enough, TJ accidentally took off in stabilise mode and it wobbled around like all shit, but nowhere near as bad as the other day.
Ah, good.
So I think he's still in manual at the moment.
Yeah, just getting a feel for it. Trim nicely so I can recover from it. Okay, I'm going to flick it into stabilise. Now. Stabilise off.
Oh, I didn't get very much of that on camera.
Okay, stabilise on. Stabilise off. Stabilise on. Stabilise off. Far out.
Wants to go in either direction, but straight.
So adjusting those gains had no effect really.
You reckon?
It's still doing exactly what it was doing before.
Well, how did you manage to fly it before in stabilise mode?
It wasn't going as fast.
Okay, well,
I was
can
providing
you...
really drastic stick inputs to override what I thought was a crosswind, but was in fact me fighting the autopilot.
Alright, well, can you perhaps try at a lower airspeed, and maybe it's going to behave well at you know, at an airspeed that's...
Cranking the throttle down, it is a bit heavier than usual. Okay, stabilise on, stabilise off. That wasn't quite so bad. Coming around towards us, throttling down a little bit, stabilise on.
Yeah, that's like steep climb straight up into the air again.
Stabilise off. After it did its steep climb, it sort of...
Almost sorted out a bit, did it?
Well, it was in a steep dive and I wasn't going to trust it to try and pull out of it. So I took it out.
What are you expecting it to do in stabilise mode? Just
It
fly
should just
straight and level?
straight and level, that's the aim, yeah.
You can override, you can sort of bias its levelling with your own inputs, so it's sort of flying for dummies. Okay,
Yeah, it's really...
stabilise.
Okay, that's in stabilise mode, is it?
Yep. Ooh, that was deceptively
It looks
close to the
straight.
ground.
Were you flying that, or did it fly itself then?
I'm pretty sure it said stabilise off.
Okay.
I'm trying to say it. It did fly relatively straight and level for a while. It had a bad sort of tendency to the right.
Are the sensor inputs okay?
Well, we hope so. Okay, that's...
Going down.
It's banking.
Roll to the left
Left and down.
and down. on.
Yeah, that's a steep climb and a roll.
Stabilise on. Stabilise
Jeez.
off. Oh, Christ!
Crunch.
That wasn't quite well.
Quick note for the video, we've just changed the roll to 0.28 and the pitch to 0.4.
I would have given it a little longer.
Yeah.
Stabilise. Whoop, no, don't do that. A bit of a roll for the left.
You could trim that out.
Yeah, but I don't know how the trim interacts with the autopilot.
I think from you actually can trim the primary controls, and the autopilot's okay with it.
Not a good sit. Coming around for auto. Stabilise. Can you bob test? Stabilise. Okay, stabilise off. It's not that drastic anymore.
Okay.
Still pretty funky. Stabilise.
Now that was fairly drastic.
You control it whilst running the stabilise. It's doable, but not very easy. Auto stabilise.
So that was probably the longest stabilised flight we've had. That was about 5 seconds.
Longest intentional stabilised flight. Battery's maybe running low. Yep, battery's running low, coming in for landing. Okay, flight 3.
Something like that.
You're being recorded. Oh, that's been handy.
Thank God. Natural
Go downwind faster than the wind?
So that wasn't you, was it? Well, I got that good on video then.
Oh, shoulder.
What happened then? Either a control surface has come loose or it accidentally got into some wrong stabilise mode.